Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm just gonna wait for some people to get on. I'm just gonna wait for some people to get on. That was weird. I had it pulled up and I just heard myself all over again. As always, don't be shy, say hi. Really need to get some good music to be playing during this. Make sure I am connected to the right. Oops, we got a delivery coming, so my dog's gonna go crazy here, so bear with me. We'll wait until some people come on. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Make sure you say hi. Yep. Delivery. Who we got on today? I see we got some people. How we doing, people? How we doing, fam? Oh, maybe that wasn't my delivery. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm getting a mic, so that way you'll be able to hear me better. Pretty legit. And then I can start doing my tutorial videos again. Because I miss my wonderful man Ty, who did those tutorial videos with me. Don't be shy. Say hi. I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. Oh, we got Damone on here. What's up? How's it going? Happy Friday, Damone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We, of course, will be going over some virtual driving for dollars here. We will also be going through some DealMachine things. Guys, I'm so excited. We had a fantastic team meeting this morning. Got to see some things that'll be coming out in the next couple months, and you guys are going to die. It's going to be so good. Oh, good. I'm so glad you're doing well. As you guys log on, like, say hi. I want to know who's on here. I saw some of you on last night on the webinar. Wasn't that so good? I loved it. If you haven't looked yet, I don't know if it's uploaded yet to YouTube, but it will be by the end of the day. We had TJ on. TJ gave some great advice about scaling your driving for dollars team, how he's done it, how he's made six-figure ROI with DealMachine. Oh, we got another wonderful DM. Hello, Marcus. How's it going? Happy Friday. Yes, Real Homes. Yasmin Brown says, hello, hello. Happy Friday. So glad you all can join us today. I'm very pumped for this. This is like my favorite part of the day. Hey, champions. You know, I was just listening to We Are the Champions, my friends. Didn't have quite the same twang on there. But yeah, I'm just really excited because we have some great stuff coming out. I'm sorry, I will mute my notifications really quick because that's going to get a wee bit annoying. So I wanted to tell you guys what I've been doing for my account. So last night I took some time. I am so serious about getting a deal that I went through my account. I'm like, all right, I need to get this deal because I am trying to pay off a lot of my debt with like student loans. So I went through my list, and what I did was I went to grid view because honestly, this is the easiest way I feel like to edit your list if you're doing like just a ton of them. So I wanted to grid options. I like seeing the sale date on here, and I was just very diligent on if it was sold within the last like 10 years. I really looked at that and I was like, I don't know if I want to market to that. So I also filtered it by owner occupied and absentee owned. I didn't get through my corporate owned yet because I segment those out into, you know, are they getting a buyer's postcard, and then I bulk edit them. I was going to do some of that today just to kind of show you guys how to do that. I also downloaded my list. I went to REI Skip and I skip traced it. So I'm ready to start following up, which is semi-terrifying at the same time. But I feel confident in my mailers that are going out, really going through and making them more personalized. So I'm really excited, and I'm excited to get you guys through this journey with me, just really ramping it up. I'm actually going to be following up with a lead today. And maybe y'all can help me out with this. Here's the situation. So it's a farm. The house needs to be completely gutted. So my friend had reached out to him first. She's a deal finder on my team. She's actually a partner. And she reached out to him and she was working with it. But I want to kind of come in and see if he'll go lower. He's asking $100K for about 5 acres. Plus there's a barn and there's a house. I need to still really do, she did the comps. I kind of want to do some comps and see what it is, but I want to see if I can get him down lower. So I plan on texting him today. So wish me luck. I hope I can get it under contract because she wants to actually buy it. And I told her, I said, if I get it under contract, I am going to ask for a little bit of an assignment fee. And she's like, fine. So I'll let you know how that goes. If you don't follow me already, follow me on Happy Wholesaler. I will let you know. I try to document everything. I've documented everything from the beginning of my wholesaling journey. I've fizzled out here and there because, like I've said, this is my full-time job and my passion is DealMachine. I do the wholesaling side of things. And I was talking to Josh, and I'm being very transparent with y'all. I was like, I need to find some extra money to just like, I want to pay off my debts. Like, I just want to pay off my debts. And Josh was like, well, why don't you just dive back into wholesaling? And I was like, oh yeah, duh, I do it every day. So here I go again. How do I create the target area in green? Thanks. Yes. So if you want to highlight properties, you go to map view. And then you go to that little 3-fold map and then you go to highlight properties. This is for anybody if you're on basic, professional, enterprise. The only people who can't do this are deal finders. So then I can go into and do owner occupied. And then if I exit out, it's going to highlight those properties for me. You got to give it a minute though. So there's all the owner occupied properties. Do you find corporate owned is harder due to getting the decision maker online? Yeah. I think corporate owned is harder because like they're harder to skip trace. I don't necessarily like, so I just send them mail marketing if they're corporate owned because they are so hard to skip trace. So if it was sold like 10 years ago, I'll send them a seller's postcard. But if it was sold before that, then I'm sending them a buyer's postcard. And then I'll like go and try to find them on like Facebook or something like that and message them that way if I can't find anything. Yeah, I want y'all to know that I'm not from the South. I'm from Indiana. I'm actually from Northern Indiana. But I went to Texas for a summer, and I don't know, that just stuck with me the entire time. And I'm forevermore just saying y'all all the time. It just sounds friendlier to me, I guess, and it just stuck. How do I view the properties that I virtually drive for dollars? Great question. So Marcus, you can actually go into your list. And I know I know that I've virtually driven for all of these because if I actually drive for dollars, I will have the real picture that I've taken up here. And then you can also just filter it by date added. So, you know, if you virtually drove for dollars, just like one day, you can go to filter and then you can go by, I'm going to get rid of this so I can show you, but it's all the way down here and you can do filter by date added and you can just go for that Friday. which I haven't added anything today, I don't think, yet. Yeah. Yeah. Great question. How or where do you find this list? This list is all driving for dollars, baby. This is organic. This is me virtually driving for dollars. So I took it to this page so anyone who doesn't have the Chrome extension knows it's dealmachine.com/Chrome. And then, yeah, then you add it, and then you log in. It's a little thing on your dashboard, and then go to Maps, Google. All those ones that I just had, I got virtually driving for dollars. I haven't actually driven, which I plan on kind of doing tonight if I have time, because I will be going out. But I've stayed at home, y'all. I've been hunkered down. They've been saying it's hunkered down Hoosiers. We're so corny here in Indiana. Who is honking? So this is my entire list is driving for dollars. I don't buy lists just because, I'm sorry, but this is going to be way more cost effective for me right now. And if I'm already paying to skip trace it and everything, I'll just do my own list, because everyone else is going to have all those other lists. If I can download them, everyone can download them. Not everyone can have my list. Can you separate virtual from live driving in your breakdown? Not yet. I will tell you, from what I saw this morning, you will be able to very, well, I don't want to say very soon, but within this next year, you will be able to do that. Yes. Right now, not really. You can separate it, like I said, just by like date added, knowing. But I don't really need to know if I virtually drove for them or not. I just know that they're on my list. Is there a specific criteria of why you want them broken down into virtual or live, or just for your knowledge, which I totally get? You're very welcome to Design Your Life. Derek, my friend, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's staying safe. Been getting a lot of notifications. How do you suggest taking pictures in a high traffic city? Ramon, great question. Big thing when you're driving and you're up on that map screen, make sure if you are driving, I'd say this for anyone, even if you're not in a high traffic city, put it on tap to add mode, because it'll take one more step out so that you can take that picture really fast. I cannot believe I did this. We have a 2-lane, really high traffic street that you really shouldn't pull over on. You really shouldn't. People get pissed off. But I was like, I need a picture of this house. So what I did is I just like make sure I go slow enough. I slow down a little bit, and then I put on my blinkers and I pull over, quite honestly. And then I just snap a picture, and then I wait, and then I like go back. That's personally what I do. If I'm like, I've been known on the highway. We have highways that are out in the middle of nowhere over here. But I literally will be driving. I'll have my map locked into my location and driving, and I'll just like tap a property, and then I get it from Street Pick because I have it automatic to fill in anything that I don't have. But definitely if you're driving, do the tap to add mode. So much easier. And a lot of people, if you're an OG to DealMachine, you'll remember crosshairs mode is how we used to add properties before pin mode. So just play around with those, see which one you feel better. I like that we have the 3 options because some people hated pin mode. Some people hated crosshairs mode. Tap to add mode obviously is my favorite when I'm driving, because when I'm driving, all I'm focused on is adding properties. Last night I vetted through I have almost 800 properties in my system. And I went through all of them within the span of like 10 minutes. It really doesn't take that long. Especially if you know what you're looking for. Ramon, you're very welcome, sir. Happy to help. So yeah, I went through in grid view. I'm telling y'all, it's literally the easiest right now. So I like seeing sell by date. So I already went through all of these. The next thing I need to do is flip them all onto their different mailing systems. So like my owner occupied and vacant usually go, actually my absentee has a different campaign because I put a tired landlords template in my campaign. And then my owner occupied has a different campaign. And then my corporate owned that are my buyer postcard, I just send them a buyer's postcard. I think it's 3 times every 30 days. Can you add lots and land? You can. So I won't lie to you, it's definitely harder to add them in the country, like in the rural areas. But when you're inner city and you see a lot of land, I've been able to add every single one that I've seen so far. And I can try doing that virtually for you as well. But like I have a lot of land that's literally right next to my house. I was able to add that. I was able to add the lot of land that was over here as well. There was another one. So definitely can do that. It's just a little bit harder in the rural areas because it may not be registered with county. It's been an interesting thing to figure that out. What would probably work out better when there are people outside also? Ramon, I honestly right there would rely on my street pick feature. I've definitely had that happen where the neighbors come out and I'll just drive and I'll have my street pick auto-populate it. Because I'm going to also be following up with like texting. I'm honestly trying out some new things to see what to recommend for you guys. Because I do mailers, but I want to try doing texting. I do not like cold calling. I know I'm stubborn, and y'all who cold call, good. And maybe I will, but I've done so much cold calling in my days that I'm going to try the texting game. And I'll be completely transparent with y'all. I'm not relying on a auto texter thing. I'm going to start off just doing it myself. It'll probably take quite a while, but I just want to see how that goes and then compare it to maybe investing in Text Magic or something like that. And I just use Google Voice Number. But we're hoping to there are just some things in the works. Let me just put it that way. Yes, Derek, I'm insane. Texting one by one. I just want to see how much time it actually takes. So that way I can like relate to anyone who's like, I want to do it one by one. And I can either be like, yeah, that took me like so many minutes, or I can be like, but there's a better way. If anyone has anything, I've heard of Text Magic. If anyone else has any suggestions, let me know. I don't want any of those automated text messaging things. I need to be able to press the button one by one because it is illegal to send out mass text messaging. Okay. For intake, can you break down the wholesaling process beginning to end in short? Sure. If I miss anything, let me know, but this is how I basically break it down. There are a lot of different avenues too, but you find for driving for dollars purposes for wholesaling, you drive around, you build a list of properties, you reach out to them. That's either marketing, cold calling, texting, all of the above. I will say if you're just starting out, pick like one and become a master of it. The only reason I'm going into texting is because I know my marketing has gotten me calls, but I want some movement. I want to like get people off my lists and get this going. But marketing, I usually follow up after my marketing hits. And then, so you reach out, you do the numbers game, then they call you, you discuss with them, you meet with them, usually virtually. You can do other things like have them do virtual videos. Sorry, we need the short version. You meet with them, you do comps, you give them a price that you want to put it under contract for, you negotiate that, get it under contract. You go try to find a buyer for it. You find a buyer for it, take it to a title company. get that all signed and done with the buyer and everything, and then you get paid. If I missed anything, somebody let me know. But that is the kind of the short version of it. And I know some title companies, I think most of them are like open, or they're doing it virtually, or I've seen some where they do it at a social distancing standpoint. Great question, though. Are you just getting started there, Tay? So yeah, I'm excited to reach out to these guys. Like I said, I will let you guys know how my how it goes. I have my mailers starting off with the handwritten letter. I have gotten a call off of my handwritten letter first before. The guy was so weird because, and I'm sure so many of you have had this, but where he was like calling me. He said, "I want to know how much money you got, because I'm not messing around here," or something like that. And and I was like, well, like, what needs? And so he left me that message. So then I called him. He didn't answer. I left a message. I texted him then, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm not interested." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Interesting. You just told me you were, but that's all right." So I just told him to keep he said he'd hold on to my number and let me know if he's ever wanting to sell. So I was like, all right. Tay, yes, it does sound simple, but it is, there are so many things that obviously go into it, like consistency is one thing. And it's just situation by situation. I feel like I've had so many different situations, and I'm sure most of you guys have had that too. I'm glad I got the gist of it. Thank you guys. How do you usually utilize, hello, Jen. How do you utilize driving for dollars to find properties to create a list? I understand the wholesaling process, but how do you find potential properties to create a list is the biggest blank area I'm struggling with. Jen, totally get it. So like I was kind of talking earlier, you can go to county, you can go to listsource, you can go to PropStream, you can go to all of them and pull lists, but everyone else is pulling that list as well. And that works for people sometimes. But here's the reason why I love virtual driving for dollars, but driving for dollars in general is you're building a list of leads that not everyone has. They can't get it. Also, it's just more cost effective. You have to pay for lists most of the time. This, you produce all on your own. Yes, it may take some gas, but if you do virtual driving for dollars, it doesn't take any gas. And you can just do it, and I'll show you how to virtually drive for dollars. But this entire list is just mine. And I also have drivers who drive for me that do it. My drivers are all family and friends, but just you look for distressed homes. So I look for homes that look, I look for homes that are even just outdated. They're outdated like by 50 years or so. Ones that have like AC units on the first floor, because that usually means they can't get central air in it. Roofing, paint chipping, tall grass, stuffed mailbox. Those are just some of the things that you would look for to build that list. And I'll do virtual driving for dollars, and please feel free to ask me questions. I will tell you why I'm choosing what properties to add. I'll do that in just a second. Okay, Derek, good. I'm glad I got the gist of it. Oh, wait. Tay, been trying so hard. I feel lost. No response from owners, on the verge of giving up. No, don't give up, Tay. We got you. You have got it. Girl, I believe I will be interviewing you on one of these lives talking about your first deal. Are you cold calling? Are you marketing? What is your reach out, and how big is your list? That would be my first questions. Oh, hey, Christopher. Christopher was on last night on the webinar. I'm so glad you could make it today. Nice motorcycle. Is that a sportsy? The Kawasaki? Bugatti? How long did it take you to put together your list? Great question. So This list is from like a year, which I should have way more than this. But again, I don't do this full time. I do DealMachine full time. But let's look at my analytics here. Just in the last week, so 4 weeks, I've added 167. This is all virtual driving for dollars, and this is like putting in the bare minimum. This is just from like adding 30 properties each week. So plus, because I've been adding 10 every day, which I will get started here soon because I need to get those in today. But like we have, I don't know if he's on here or not, but we had Jake who adds 250 a day, and he has another driver. He adds like 1,200 a week. So you could definitely be doing it. Find a property, negotiate, sign purchase, and sale. Thank you. You made it so much easier than what I made it. Yes, 200 to 250 contacts gets a deal. The virtual drive in areas that are too far but will be in worse shape than my area. Yes, how do you virtually drive for dollars? I will show you. I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody's questions here. Are DealMachine postcards effective more so than handwritten? So I think so. Also, they save you a lot more time. I used to have to do handwritten letters for my other job, and I did like 100 plus a week, and it was so tiring and my hand cramped up. So these are some of the postcards. This is my favorite one that I've gotten responses from. I had my logo in here. I changed it to my picture just to see if it's going to do anything. But I like them. Changing the colors, changing it. I've had people say they've picked my postcard because it looks professional and it looked different than everybody else's. So I think our postcards are pretty effective. I like driving for dollars. You see so many things you've never paid attention to before starting a wholesale. Agreed. I think I've learned so much more driving for dollars than I ever would pulling a list. Plus, I like that I have the picture of the house because with lists, I don't. And at least I can like reference the property that they're calling about and say, oh, I see that there was this and that. Cold calling and mailers, they never answer or call back. How often are you, do you have a system of like how often you're following up with them? How many touch points do you give? And do you leave voicemails? Ooh, a BMW, good gas mileage. Yes, Derek, you have to touch base with them at least 3 times. Yes. Want you to know I'm pausing Fixer Upper to attend this because it's worth it. Oh my gosh, I love Fixer Upper. Chip and Joanna Gaines. I tried to decorate my place kind of like hers, not too farmhousey though. But I love their stuff. Okay, let's do some virtual driving for dollars because I want to get people started with that. First off, I want y'all to go to, if you don't have the Chrome extension already, DealMachine.com/Chrome. Okay, I'm going to put that there. You go download the extension. It's gonna, you can't see it because the logo's in the way, but it's up here. There's a little, you still can't see it. All right. Up here, there's a little DealMachine logo. That'll pop up. You sign in just like you would for, what's the app she uses to show you ARV? I don't know. It's a very good question. So anyways, this is where you would go then. You would sign in just like your DealMachine. If you have team members, you can definitely add them and they can do that. Tay. Send out twice a month. No, actually, we say send out once a month. So you're doing more than what people would do. And you cold call weekly. Are you just, how are you adding properties to your list? Like, are they fresh leads every time? By the way, your picture's gorgeous. Just got to say. Okay, so grab your little yellow guy down here in the bottom corner. Actually, I need to figure out where I'm driving first. One sec. Actually, I do want to drive over. Yeah, I'll drive over there. Okay, so I'm going to pick up my little yellow dude. I'm going to pull him over to what street I want him to go on. So I'm going to drop him right here. Actually, that looks like an alleyway. I'm not dropping him there. Okay, I'm going to drop him down. Whoa. Interesting. Now, a couple things as you're going to go driving for dollars. The picture image, how recent it is, will be shown at the bottom right-hand corner. It'll say image captured August 2019. I also want to say, guys, for those of you who have been on here and seen me do this tutorial like a million times, thank you for watching. Oh, man, I hope that I give you guys something every time you log on. Next week, I'm hoping to have another enterprise customer come on and tell you about how he scaled his driving for dollars business. If you weren't on the webinar last night, TJ went from basic plan to enterprise and now has 40 drivers and has a 6-figure ROI with us. Okay, so driving along, I'm looking for properties like this one. I would not add this. They're living, they're keeping it pretty well kept. Little trick that I do to make sure I know where I'm going is there's this little map in the bottom left. Press the expand button and it's going to show you where you are. You can zoom in. This is also great if you want to skip streets. You can just like tap on the street and your little yellow guy shoots over there. Okay. So I'm going to keep going down this street. I'm looking for older houses. Jen, if you have any questions about any of the houses I add, please let me know. I want to make sure I'm answering questions. All right, guys, I'm honestly, y'all might think I'm crazy. I'm going to add this one just because any of these ones that have, oh, and I'm adding that one. Look, the blinds are all messed up. That's a rental, right? How much you want to bet that's a rental? This one's cute. It's a little outdated. I would just be interested. A lot of the times I add these properties because I'm just curious. Like I just have a hunch. I feel like driving for dollars is almost like a detective show. Okay, so is this owner occupied or is this absentee? Oh, it's owner occupied. I'm gonna contact him. All right, and then I have so many tabs open. It makes everything run so slow. No, I don't want that one. I don't want that one. I want the one next to it. Oh, good. I'm glad you learned something new every day because I really don't want this to get stale. I really want more people to know about these two because on the webinar, I didn't realize how many people didn't know about it. Come on now. Work with me here. All right, don't have a lot of tabs open because then it goes really slow. It takes so much to get these pictures loaded too. So, all right, we'll cut my losses there because I just want to I want to add deals. So this has just a lot of stuff on it. Also, that's not good. If you guys don't know, I've learned a couple of things with just seeing David flipping houses and stuff like that. This, like, do you guys, I don't know if you can see or not, but the drain is coming out and I know it's going away from the house, but that's still going to come back on the foundation. Usually it's better if they don't have the money to like bury that. That's kind of something to note. Now I'm intrigued because usually you bury it and that way the water doesn't go right back into the foundation. I don't know, because that just looks funny. All right, I'm adding it. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Oh, now I get that damn house. That's the one I wanted. Corporate owned. Interesting. Owner occupied. 48. Interesting. Well, it makes me feel good to know that some of these are corporate owned because then that means that people are buying in this area. Wow, I'm adding this one. That's a lot of crap on the side of the house. I know that's very like cosmetic, but there's also an AC unit and also the awning looks kind of old. Anyone else virtually driving for dollars with me? Is this answering some questions? Because I had JD Smith, ATL. Do you have any questions about this? Because I know you wanted to see the virtual driving for dollars. Oh, it's a trust. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. That's another thing. Nick, the guy I want to have on here for you guys, he has had trust. Okay, there's a huge AC thing. That looks very old. I need to face it better. I just explained it. Okay, cool. Oh, Jen's driving along with me. Hey, girl. That's so interesting, though. That one was. Anything we can do about pics that are outdated? Dante, write to Google and tell them they need to go driving to update these pictures. It's kind of out of our control on if they're updated or not. You can go and actually drive. Like if you add the property, you can actually go and drive to that property and then add one yourself. That would probably be the only way that's going to make them updated. Yeah, so you can go up here and look on this Street View thing. It shows the older pictures up to 2000, so this is 2019, and that was when this picture was last updated. So you can look to see what it looked like prior to this. So this is 2011. This is 2009. Not much has changed. 2007. That's a bad picture. So nothing much has changed with this house. Oh, good. I'm glad I just explained it. Good. At least I've doubled my driving for dollars because it's like, stop it. You're going to make me cry. Are you serious? And I'm using more of the tool. Awesome. I'm so glad. You guys, I'm really, even diving back into this as an investor, I'm like finding things that I'm like, okay, I could hack us this way. Not in a hacking, like I'm going to do but like little things to try and, I'm using the deal statuses more to make sure I'm following up with the ones that I need to, making a processes calendar for myself, like things like that. Yeah, I'm so excited for you. Please keep me updated. I want to have all of you on this live telling me about your deals. Tay, did you find that you get more responses on your postcard when your picture was put on it? So yeah, I found that even my logo, when I color coordinated with my logo, I got a lot more responses. And I've heard that from numerous members. Also, another little kind of tiny detail that people say makes a difference, and I've changed it as well, is instead of saying my business name, I say Sincerely Elise Knack instead of Sincerely Pemberley Street Estates. Because when they see that it's a person, they don't think you're so like corporate. Also, if you have like a family picture, if you're comfortable with that, putting that on there. I'm thinking about taking a picture with my dog and doing that because as people, when they see that you're a friendly face, they're more likely to respond to you. Do you recommend skipping corporate owned properties? If you can, I know a lot of people can't because they're unlisted. I would suggest like just researching into their website and stuff like that and finding it. Usually if they have a website, if they're corporate owned, you can do that too. Guys, there's just so many things. And I don't know what I'm allowed to tell them, what I'm not. But things will be coming. Yes. Thank you. Let's get together. Yeah. Name that movie that's from. If someone does, I will be thoroughly impressed. Let's get together. Yeah. Get together. Ah, hey, I get it. Have fun with Fixer Upper. I hope it's a good episode. Cool beans. I say that all the time. Why won't you do this for me? Beware of the dog. I need one of those signs. Just want it to look a little prettier. Someone at a party. Or I think these are taken around July, August. So, okay, that's a pretty big, basic new one. That one has Christmas up. I approve. This one has a really interesting garage setup. Ooh, I like this one. It's that weird green color from like the 70s. Yes. And now also, just so you know, like I've driven down English Avenue here, and I've probably maybe added this property already. If I do add it virtually, it will not show up as a duplicate, just so you guys know. 2006. Good to know. All right, where am I at? I don't want to go on English. I want to go over here. So I'm going to click. Ah, dang it. I'm in an alleyway. I always end up doing this to myself. Get me out of here. Oh, I can't go down the alleyway. No, I was already here. Cool. Okay, I'm adding this one. That was perfect. Just plop me right in front of one. And these are all 2019, so I feel pretty good about the condition of the homes. There probably hasn't been that much updated. Oh my gosh, Jen got it. The Parent Trap, the OG Parent Trap. Oh, Jen has such a pretty picture too. Oh my gosh. Ooh, this is a good question. What is the most valuable but least used feature? Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's least viewed. I don't know if it's least used, but definitely our bulk editing and yeah, probably like bulk editing. I don't think so many people know that you can do it, and then they get frustrated. And that's honestly, I think that's why a lot of people quit, is because they're like, wow, this is too hard, or I can't keep it organized. You can. It's just there's some things that you have to know, like how to bulk edit, and knowing the systems to do that. It saves so much time. But I don't think people really know that it's there. The other one I would say is customizing the mail template. I think people know about it, but I don't think they actually take the time to do it. And that's huge. Like editing your mail, it's a process. And when I do the VIP onboarding, that is one of the first things that I give as like a to-do, is to sit down and make your templates, customize them, and take that time, because it is time, like it is very time consuming. But once you get those processes down and put them in a campaign and put them on repeat, it works like a well-oiled machine. And then you don't have to worry about it anymore. You can just approve mail and know that all of those templates and the campaigns are running smooth. I couldn't just pick one, but I appreciate that, JD Smith. That was a great question. That was fire. Ooh, I see a tall grass situation over her. Well, where'd it go? Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh, I just saw these things. Kind of want to add this, though. There's not a lot of character here. Yeah, I want to add that one. Look at that. Leaning. The Parent Trap. Jen, I'm so impressed right now. Absentee owner, done. Ah, fist bump, man. Love it. Why does it seem like people really want to do business after finding out you're a wholesaler, like it's a deal breaker or something? Some people are just, if someone else wants to answer that, I feel like some people are just not happy that you found the house and they know you're going to be making money off of it. I don't know. But I'd say still be true to the fact that you're a wholesaler. It may defer some people, but being honest with somebody about what you're doing is important. So I don't know why people are like that. If someone else has a answer to that, but I totally get what you're saying. This is overgrown. See, and I'd say, but they keep pretty good care of their, but see, I think that an old person might live there. Okay, this is a little out of control. We're gonna just park right here. And also this is looking like it's decaying over here. Absentee owner, what? Margaret, I just want to know about your property here. How long have you owned it? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do more digging on that because that looks like an old property. Oop, I see an AC unit. Ba-doom. Giddy up, little doggy. All right, so I told y'all I'm adding 10 properties today, minimum live. So I got to get those in. Oh, I knew Derek would come in with a good answer. I need to find this property. So here's Derek's answer to that. They think that you are lowballing them and they think their house is worth more than it is, in my opinion. I've also, I guess, coming back from suppressed memories, that is probably one of the reasons why I actually had that with one of the properties that I wanted to put under contract. And they were like, well, I have this person that'll offer me this. I'm sorry, new to DealMachine. Do not apologize. What if you're a realtor? Doesn't that make a difference? So I've heard from every realtor that I've talked to that does wholesaling, you need to talk to your broker and make sure that it's okay. Usually they're fine with it, but you need to make sure you're keeping, is this a duplex? Is this multifamily? You need to make sure that you're keeping your realtor stuff separate from your wholesaling side of business. That is what I've been told from other realtors. Just I would just talk to your broker about it, because you also want to make sure with different states, I don't know what laws are. That's just what I've been told from other realtors. Oh, they blocked the window. That really makes me sad. So I'm gonna DealMachine that house. I also wanted to DealMachine that one, so that was good. There we go. Owner occupied, 2009. All right, I'm going to keep going down this street. I like this street. And welcome to the fam. Yes, Real Homes. So happy to have you with us. In Florida, good to know. Yes. Who do I know in Florida that's a realtor? Go, if you guys don't know, we have our, hold on. We have our Facebook community group that you should be a part of. If you are a DealMachine member, I will put it in the comments. You can connect with other DealMachine users in like Florida and stuff like that, and they'll be able to tell you. I know a lot of people who do real estate investing are realtors. I just put in the link there for you. Also, feel free to friend me on Facebook, or my Instagram is right here, happy_wholesaler. Happy to be friends with you guys. Though if you try to message me through them, I'm not always the quickest to respond. I'll be completely honest. I try to put my phone down during the day. This has a lot of crap in the, what on earth? Ooh, and that has a pretty good backyard. That's a good lot. You could build 2 houses on that. Because see, with Indy, they like to build up. I don't know about anybody else's. We have the weirdest architecture because people will buy lots like this, build 2 plots, and just build up instead of out. So they're very skinny houses. Sometimes I'm not centered well to get it. Ooh, a weeping willow. I need to do more landscaping with mine. I do want to add that one. That one's like older. Oh, it's not showing up. Hey, I want this house. I'm looking at you. That is just interesting. Google, work with me here. You're not picking up what I'm putting down. So just so you guys know, my vetting process for like, so yesterday I went through all my properties. So what I'm going to do next is I have a set day out of the week that I will vet through these properties, and I will just like filter it through this last week. And that's how I'm going to go through and sort through the properties that I've added for that week. I don't do it every day because just I know me, and I know that's not going to work for me because I will forget. So I just need like one day out of the week. This makes me feel good about the properties I've been adding because it looks like it's a pretty good area. What is this? Are we working on? That is an interesting flagpole concept. I like you. You got character. I'm adding you. Can DealMachine even find you? Because you're hidden behind all that stiff. There you are. Owner occupied. Well, Philip, would you like to sell your home? This also has some interesting stuff in it. That is very interesting. All right, so to see how many properties I've added today, I go back to my DealMachine account, go into list view, and then I'm going to filter by date added. So all that I've added today, save, and I can just go up here and I've added 13. Woo! So let's check my analytics. I said I would add 10 every day, so I should have at least 50 for this week. Let's make sure Elise holds herself accountable. Elise does not usually speak in the third person, so please ignore that. 65. All right, sweet. I'm 15 over what I should. Today, okay, you vet once a week before you send out the mailers. Thanks for that, Elise. Yes. Yes. So what I do, I'll show you guys since JD Smith asked for the next step. So yeah, once a week, usually on Mondays, what I will do, and I did it yesterday because I haven't had a system. So I am now making it Mondays that I do this because I know I have time to do it after work. So, and honestly, if you guys want to, we can just do it together once a week. I don't know. Maybe that's something that we can all do together. How do people feel about that? We will all have one day that we all vet through our list. That means that we're continually adding properties every day. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to make Monday our property day. All right, we're going to go on this journey together. So what I do is I go to grid view. And what I like to do is I like to know the sale date. Okay. And I'm going to filter this by, so say it was Monday, but I'm going to filter this by what I added today because I already filtered the other ones. And I'm going to do it by all owners for right now because I know this is a small list. But then I would go through. No, I want to go through owner occupied because corporate owner, I sort through differently. Okay, so these are the ones that I got that were owner occupied. I only got a couple with an actual sale date. So these are all past 10 years. I'm going to keep those. Usually my images would be up here as well, so I could quickly look at those. But I'm going to keep all of these. And so then what I would do is I would do a bulk edit. Actually, I don't have to do a bulk edit for these because they're already on the right campaign. But what I would do is I would do a bulk edit. So I would select all of these. I would go to edit selected, start campaigns. The deal status is going to change once I turn on mail. And then I'm going to select it to one of my campaigns and then I'm going to edit all deals. I'm going to wait for Monday to do that though, since we're all going to do that Monday. But then I would edit all deals and then I'd be done with that process. So then I would go and I would say, I'm going to go through my vacant. But this list is so short that I don't need to. All right. Hello, update here. I have rows. Guys, seriously, what's coming in the next couple months is really great. All right, so I do it by today. Just so you know, when you do that, it cuts out all the filters that you had. Okay, and grid option, I want my sale date on here. So if any of these, I'm going to look at this. So 2016, this is absentee owner. I'm not going to mark it to them. I'm going to delete that. 2013, absentee owner. So I'm really harsh. If it's been sold within the last 10 years, I don't do it. But that does not mean everybody has to. So these I'm going to delete. I'm going to do a bulk edit, deal status, and I'm going to trash them. Guys, I think yesterday after going through my entire list, I trashed over 200 leads. That's bad, but I got through what I needed to get through. All right, Tay, we're going to do Mondays. All right, write your name down. If I don't see you, watch out. No, I'm kidding. Mondays. Marcus, what's the best way to build your purchasing credits on the app? So great question. What you do is there's a couple different ways. So you can purchase deal credits individually. I would, if you're going to do mail and do it consistently and you don't want to get pinged for every 10, go to settings, go to account. I'm taking this down very quickly because, okay. And then it says set deal credit reload amount. And then you can change it up to 1,000 deal credits. And that way you do get charged for all of that at once, but then you're not getting pinged every time. So know how much mail you're going to send out and then change your deal credits to coincide with that. All right, all right, all right. All right, Jen. Okay, we got Jen on here. Jen, can I call you Jen? I know that it says Jennifer, but I believe you were on the webinar last night and we were talking a little bit. I could be wrong though. Let me get this. All right, and Christopher. All right, we're all going to do it on Monday. So my homework for you would be then, if you're going to do marketing, set up your campaigns and your templates for next week. Okay? Oh, Jay Wisen. So that's my homework for you guys, is to set up your templates. And if you have the campaigns feature, set up your campaign. So if you don't have campaigns, it's $20 extra for it. I think it's one of the best things that you could add on to your plan. If you don't, make your template that you make solid. That's going to be repeating, okay? Because you'll be making, I highly recommend the blocks template. Put your picture in there. If you want, oh, Jen is fine. Okay, good. If you guys want to share what your postcards look like and share it with people, like, feel free to message me on Facebook. It's Elise Knack. You can find me in the DealMachine community group, and you can send me your postcards working on, you know, let me know what blah, blah, blah words. Let me know, you know, how you're going to be sending them out, what your budget is, budgets, everything. Do not send marketing if you don't have the budget for it. That's what I've been trying to figure out. Do I have the budget for this right now? Logan, thanks for sharing. I didn't know you could filter on your leads. Yes, filtering and bulk editing is like the thing. Awesome. I love it. So design your life. If this is your logo, I would definitely, that like burgundy and that orange color, if you have like brand colors, like specific, I'd look them up, and you can type in the primary color number in here so you make sure it matches your logo. Actually, it looks like I'm matching your logo pretty well, but I would do that. It looks so clean. Love it. And if you're on our enterprise plan, you can get 2 different signatures. So you could have, so I have one that has my picture and one that has my logo, and I switch it off between templates. So I like to do that because you never know. It's something different. So my templates I use, and I've been switching these around. This is the one I did for DealMachine. And then has the logo on here. Make sure if you put a picture of yourself, your head's not cropped out of it. I know that sounds very, but preview everything because it's different for every single one of them. So excited to have you guys doing that. We got Christopher working on the setup now. Awesome. I can't wait to see it. Awesome. Well, I'm actually over my time now. I always usually do this till 3, but Monday, okay? Monday is when we're approving leads, okay? So I will see you all back here. Tay, Jen, Christopher, JY that said they're in on Mondays. Facebook, request me or follow me on Instagram, either one, and tell me that you're that person. And I'll send you a message to make sure that you're following up. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. Build that list up. Make sure those campaigns, templates are set up. It's time consuming. Do it while you're watching a movie. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe.